This is Stelios Maltepis, aka the Philly Godfather. I'm sitting here with a very, very good friend of mine, Chadi Amanatidis, nicknamed Harry Vegas, originally from Greece, from the Philadelphia, Upper Darby area. This man has always had my back. And before we start talking about his part, the part of my life where he really helped me out in Arizona when I got in trouble, that's in the book, my life story, Booked. I want to talk to him first about Archie Karras. And for some of you that don't know, Archie Karras was the Greek gambler that took Vegas for $40 million and lost it all back. And Harry was with them every day.
More.
How much did he win?
In 1 month, he did the 40 million, and he lost it after, like it took how long?
A year, 2 years?
Right there, he lost it.
So he won the 40 million, and then it took him 2 years to lose it all back.
Yes. And here in Venetia, one cocktail waitress gives him $1,500. Archie turns to $250,000.
Doing what? Craps, or what was he playing?
On the craps.
On the craps table.
And the waitress comes around to the crab tables with
the drinks.
He saw Archie there. Archie, what are we doing? Archie said, I want to ask you, what do you want me to do? We make it 250,000. And the woman said, what? And
so the waitress lent him 1,500, and he turned it to 250,000.
Yes.
That's amazing.
On the dice table.
Oh, the craps.
The whole ο δίσκος με τα ποτήρια, με τα ποτά, όλα φύγανε κάτω.
She dropped the tray with all the glasses when he told her.
And he said to Archie, cash out,
cash out. Cash out.
They split the money, all right? And Archie went back in 30 minutes, lost everything.
Lost it all back. So he didn't care about money. He just cared about the action.
The action.
And that's because a sane person, if I win 500,000, 100,000, a million, 2 million, the same person would stop. But for Archie, it was about the action. And that's why he ended up winning 40 million, taking it from the casinos.
He was always, one word was saying, press it.
He loved the action. Just press it. Just double down. Press.
Press it and was doing
let it ride. And you were with him the whole way, huh?
How many times he put me up front to play for him? Archie, let's get the hell out of here. No. He said, press it.
Just keep pressing. Now, you told me a story where Archie had a craps table at his house, and he would practice how to throw the dice.
He was making practice, yes, and usually he was moving his
his shoulder.
Yeah, and I remember the time something happens, he can't do that. And he said, I tried to figure out how I can do it the other side.
So you told me that he said he would throw it with the same velocity,
yes,
the same motion. He had designed a technique on how to throw the dice, and he would call out numbers and hit them.
Yes.
It's amazing.
And he was very good on the mathematics.
He was sharp.
By the time I asked him, how the hell you say 9 and you bring 9? He said, this is mathematics. He said, you put the dice like that, and you grab it, and you throw.
He's out of his mind. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's such a great story. If you guys get a chance, check out the Archie Karras story. It's unbelievable until you find out it's all 100% true. He was at the Binion Casino, and he had all their chips. I know you told me the one time, and they asked him if they can give him an IOU for the chips because he had every chip in the casino.
Yes, the 5,000 brown chips. Όλα τα έχει ο Archie.
Amazing.
So, be your vice president, whatever. Archie, we can have some money for that.
We need to. He had it all in the box, right?
Yeah, in the box.
It's freaking. It's such a crazy story.
And he's.
And what year was this? 98,
99,
wow.
97, 98, 99. Yeah.
97, 98. That was when I came out here.
Yes. I had a snack bar in Four Queens Casino. Archie was that time he was making the millions on Horseshoe across the street.
Okay.
And he was taking break and he was coming to eat gyro.
He wanted to eat your gyros.
Yeah. and the time he was coming, he was running and watching behind him because the time he did all that big score, a lot of people they was waiting outside for him to hold up.
They were trying to rob him.
Yes.
So he was worried about getting robbed because everyone knew he was winning all that money from the casinos.
They knew he's got the cash, but Archie was ahead of them.
Right.
He had everything on the bags.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing. What an amazing story. If you guys get a chance, make sure you guys, it's on YouTube, it's on TV, the Archie Karras story. You're not going to believe it until you see it, and it's all documented, it's all true.
Because he won that money, and everybody after they was asking him, for favors, this and
for
that.
money, yeah.
And Archie say no. He say no to them. Of course, he helped some people, but everybody,
They come out of the
and
woodwork.
he become like a bad person to them.
Yeah. They got mad at him because he
Yeah,
was,
exactly.
Yeah. Create animosity because they see him winning all this money. But to him, it wasn't the money, it was the action.
Archie only was care about the action.
Now, I know there's been a bunch of crazy stories during that time period, but you told me the story, and it's sad and it's funny at the same time. Now, after Archie lost every penny of the $40 million, you're driving him home now.
He was going to the club, the Greek
Oh,
club.
the Bazooka, when we went to it,
Yeah.
all together, me, you, and Archie.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Johnny was there. Yeah.
And he was like to sing Kazazidi. And he was singing and me, I was dancing.
After losing $40 million, he was singing.
And I said to Archie was driving, I was going with him, my car was at the shop. Anyway, I said, Archie, let me ask you one question, but don't get it too personal. I said, the time you lost, I said to him, the time you lost, you went and you pick up the last dollar from the bags. How you felt? Archie,
Did you learn anything? Is that what you told him?
no,
Tiamathes?
how you felt?
Oh, how you feel. Okay.
Yeah, how you felt that time, like
When you had the last dollar after
Yeah.
having $40 million. And not to interrupt you, $40 million back then is like $150 million today.
And Archie said to me, he pushed the brake because it was red. I said, Archie, sorry, man, I don't want to remind you. And he said, no, Harry. He said to me, Harry, the time I took the last dollar, and that time I find out I have iron balls.
Iron balls, he said. Huh?
Yeah, iron balls, and anybody else, if he was on my position, with those kind of money, the action, this and that, or he's gonna get into crazy hospital,
After
Yeah.
losing $40 million, that'll
or
do it to
he's
you.
gonna suicide.
Yeah, a
These
lot of
two
people.
options you have there.
And he didn't give a shit.
And me, I just find out I had fucking iron balls and I don't care, and I will redo it again.
Amazing.
And he did it. After he lost all this money, he hit $3 million, and he took the money and he left to Greece
Wow.
to get break. He went there. He got another. He went to Kefalonia, the village, from where he came
Right,
from.
yeah.
And on the coffee shop was one like a Greek mafioso, famous in the island,
Right.
And they sit down to play cards, him and Archie. Archie took everything from him.
Yeah. Or he was a great card player.
Yeah, he took everything from him. And the guy was going bananas. Yeah. And he stays in Greece, and I think he came back.
And he lost the $3 million back over here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't about the money, like we said before. So many times we've talked about it. It was
Right.
about watching the next card being turned over. It was about watching the dice bounce for the last
And
time.
press.
And
And
just keep
press.
everything. So he was all in all the time. on everything he did. He just kept pressing and pressing and pressing.
He was making one deal with the horseshoe. That's another story. Let me tell you the funny of this story is we go in one time, he got credit cards. Archie was the credit card was a back roll. But he owes money now to the credit card around $75,000 to pay the Archie has $10,000. He said to me, let's go to Horseshoe. We go to Horseshoe. He said, Harry, 1 second. He calls, gets the main phones from Horseshoe, and he say, let me speak to the president. The president was the husband of one of the daughters of the Binions, Greek guy, or George. So he said, George, that time was George, the president of the casino. He said, George, I'm gonna play Baccarat. I came with $10,000. Tell him downstairs to take out, no limit for me. It's no limit. Because after the Archie, everybody puts limits now. Before they were saying the sky is the limit.
Yeah, Archie Karras rules. Yeah,
yeah.
They changed the rules.
Yeah, they changed the rules. Yeah. So, and Archie, he was playing Baccarat almost to, he was about 60. Oh, he said to George first, he said, George, let's make one agreement. If I lose my $10,000, I need the 10% back. George said, okay. Say that to downstairs so they know, and the main case.
Right. So at least he walks away with $1,000 if he loses.
Yeah. So goes, he was trying $60,000. He needs another $15,000 to get the car out there, go pay the bill. He lost. So he lost the last money. He get up from the table. He said, Harris, let's go to the main cage now. We're going to the main cage, and they give him $1,000. And leaves. You know, always with a back roll, he, like, you know, money, even 1,000, 2,000, always was able to go.
He needed something to get more action. He needed action. He needed to stay in the game. It's always about staying in the game.
And he knew what he's going to play and to make the money.
Right. And he was always pressing. I
remember one night at the casino, I see Archie, who was talking with Archie. All of a sudden, a friend of mine comes there with his girlfriend. This guy, he was on the the escort service, the biggest escort service in Las Vegas. So I say, Chris, you want to see Archie? I introduced him to Archie, whoever. This is a famous Archie. Yeah. You want to give him $2,000? I bet you he's going to make it 10 in 15 minutes. Are you serious? I say, yes. Okay. My friend goes to the cashier, takes $2,000 from the credit card, whatever. He gives to me to give to Archie. So Archie goes, not even 25 minutes, comes back with $10,000.
And you had to press. You just kept doubling down.
I make 1,000. They give me 1,000 because I was the middleman.
So he took care of you.
Yeah. And after we went, they split the money. And after we went to Ruth and Chris's Steakhouse across the state from the Gold Coast. Oh, another thing. The only casino Archie was able to play and the letter play was the Gold Coast Casino.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. Now, you said that was around 1997. Now, in 1997, I came out here to meet up with John, and then I met up with you, and we were all hanging out at the Stardust. Me, you, John, Archie was there, and I bet a 10-team parlay for $50. It was supposed to be $100, And then John grabbed a $100 bill and said, "Are you crazy? People bet $2 parlays." So I told him, "Just keep it." So then the next bill out of my pocket was at 50. So it was just for fun. And tell us how exciting that watching.
And
those
you lost the other teams. You lost one team from the other parlays you had.
I had two parlays. Yeah, I had two.
Yeah, all $50 a parlay.
Yeah, and the 10-teamer.
And the 10-teamer hits, and you lost the 10 or 11. That time it started was card with 11 teams.
Yeah.
And you hit the 10 or 11. You lost Miami, the stupid Miami against the Raiders.
And the 10-teamer hit. Well, what happened with the 10-teamer was I hit the first 9 games.
Yeah, the last game was
Monday night. It was Chargers-Rams.
Chargers.
Yeah.
No, it was Chargers New England.
No, it was I think it was Chargers-Rams.
New England.
You remember?
Of course.
So we ended up.
And Chargers was given 2.5.
Yeah, and they ended up winning, covering the spread. We hit the parlay, but I was looking at.
And I remember very well, the New England won. You had New England.
No, I had the Chargers.
No, the Chargers lost.
No, the Chargers covered. 1997, the Chargers covered.
Yeah, I remember the whole game. Comes in New England and wins 42 to 20 something.
After we won, who cashed the ticket for me?
And me. Went to cash out the ticket, and they tried to give us suites upstairs, and all that. You give them some money for the taxes.
Yeah, we paid the taxes.
Yeah.
It was a good time. It was a good
It
time.
was the best times.
Now, a few years later, back in 2006, I'd gotten in some trouble in Arizona. And I called you up and I said, "Harry, I need you to come testify for me." And you came down to Arizona and you took the stand. And tell us about the DA and how everyone loved you during the court case.
I show up at the court like I am a student with my white collar. Yeah.
You dressed the part, definitely dressed the part.
And they asked me at the time I went to you remember the time they asked me, "And you, who you are?" I said, "I'm the party planner, the party guy."
In Vegas.
Yeah, in Vegas.
Yeah, we had this elaborate story we made up. And they bought it. To this day, I tell everyone, a lot of things are rigged, and that definitely was rigged. How'd you feel about that court case? Do you think it was rigged?
That everything starts from your own defense. The defense was completely weak.
His closing argument was weak, the lawyers. Yeah.
Yes, because it was no evidence against you.
There was nothing.
Nothing. Was one guy only, they promised him to give him whatever.
Yeah, it's keep him in the country, the Mexican guy.
Yeah.
To testify against me. He would have said anything. He would have said I was Jesus Christ and just to stay in the country.
And after, they never find anything on you. Something like, to...
No evidence. Nothing.
No evidence. How? And the time I said to them, you were in Las Vegas. We had party. Yeah. I remember very well. We had the party at the Olympic Garden.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, and the prosecutor said to me, maybe, he took an aeroplane. I was ready to say, it's not Nick Jagger. Private aeroplane, what? So anyway.
So yeah, he came, he testified. I ended up losing. I was found guilty on all charges. And then 2 years later, I called you. I said, I won my appeal, and I came, saw you in Vegas, and we had some fun. And it was a tough 2 years in Arizona. But in the end, I ended up winning. And we like to win, We like the action. Now, I don't like the action as much as Archie.
You deserve whatever, because you were saying one team, like whatever you were saying, that's the truth, Stelio. Yeah. You are so accurate, man. I can't believe it. I am in Las Vegas. I live about 35 years. I know very well, all the games. I was involved with a game in this and that. But like you at the sports, number one.
Thank you. All right, let's finish this interview up. Now, I've known you a long time. If you had to describe what kind of person I am, how would you describe it for everyone that's listening?
The sharpest. The sharpest gambler is not only on the gambling, on the business too. And that's the truth.
Yeah.
And you prove it anyway. Yeah, like your actions and your lifestyle and the things you've done, you build up, your own empire. Nobody else helps you. I know that for a fact. Nobody. You did it by yourself.
Yeah, the hard way. Well, Harry, we've been friends a long time. We'll be friends forever, basically. You've done so much for me. You always had my back when I needed you. You have friends in life, but when the shit hits the fan, 99% of them disappear.
Everybody disappears.
And you came front and center for me, and I will never forget that. And I thank you for everything you've done for me, for my children, for my family. And, here's something that people don't know. Harry's mother was actually supposed to baptize me. That's how far we go back when I was a baby. And I'm friends with his sister, Sophia. And my mother was friends with his mom, and my dad was friends with his dad. And friendships like this are priceless. And it's a privilege and an honor to call you my friend, Harry. Thank you so much, man. Thank you for the interview.